Chapter 18, Author's Note. Dear readers, I'm terribly sorry right now, but you see, the entire summer, my computer broke down, so I couldn't update. This also unfortunately means that I've lost all progress in the future chapters right now. I am sorry I cannot update at the moment. I will reread the current member chapters posted, then I will continue the story. Promise you I will finish this fanfic. From 0xCL4VR. P.S. I am currently working on chapters right now. Please be patient. Chapter 19. News. I just had my computer fixed again. Therefore, that's how I didn't update and couldn't update. Sorry for the delay, stupid disasters. Anyways, I'll be working on X chapters. A chapter that doesn't directly conflict on story. Sort of like a side event. Or a filler. Also, every news will have two sections regarding the story. Related news, if not unrelated related news. Example of related news. Computer broke, so all the chapters I worked on got lost. I had no access to update or anything. Sucks. Example of unrelated news. Came back from vacation, graduated, beginning a new story that's rated insert rating here about insert franchise here. So I'll set the unrelated news now. I'll be working around every time I can. Not gonna be able to update too much anymore anyways. I'm planning on doing two other stories. A Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Z story, focusing on the adventure and fantasy of Dragon Ball, and the action-paced fightings on Dragon Ball Z. It could be a normal story that takes place in the Dragon Ball universe, or it could be a Dragon Ball GT replacement, not sure. My other fanfic will be a League of Legends, one revolving around humor, action, drama, and of course romance. Although I'm gonna keep the sexual content low. Since I know these two things are something that a lot of youngins love, I don't even know how I came up with the limit scene, to be honest. Although to note, I will still rate them around M. Due to harsh language, I'm probably going to be detailed. For example, I will include detailed numbers one may have, regarding about Nocturne. Or for Dragon Ball Z, how a strike's impact affects the body, bone snap, yelling pain, peak blood, etc. And for the sake of Master Roshi, preferred scenes, but not on the spot limits. Just things, but not actual MPH involved. So, sorry for the inconvenience, guys. I'll try and make up for it. Chapter 20. Mock Star Leo. MMZ Return to Legend. Surprise! It's still going on. This isn't a teaser. I'm serious. I'll be doing this and thinking I will finish it even if it's the last thing I'll do. Or the last thing I'll do is probably become Bronze V again. Zero and X just entered the base with a voice command that all Resistance Hunters would go into the command room, except for Base and Rock. Huh, Resistance Hunters, huh? X, what's your opinion on that title for us? Zero said. Good enough for me, Zero. X replied as two of them went inside the command room, where they saw everyone listening to the operator's assistants. Mock Star Leo was located at an arena that held several activities for both reploids and humans alike, including swimming, jousting, and of course racing. Oh, isn't that a cliche? X said from the back of the crowd. Of course, the Mac decided to stay at an area that suits what they do. Jeez. Well, if you think about it, they should know about more than us, so they take an area that they would also find comfortable. Pretty sure you would do it too, old model. Soldier said. Old model? Hey, just so you know, I'm not the oldest here. It's your Axe. With a tone of Axe's voice, it would become some small argument. The yellow-haired operator, whose name is better off not mentioned, interrupted. However, as of the moment, we need to limit our amount of people who get transported to our target area. Reality scans show that 3 troops of Wales Army are planning to be aggressive this time and start attacking our base. Which is why Zero's brother and his companions will not be able to join Zero and the rest of completing the mission they are assigned to. They won't be able to hold on by themselves, even if you include the defense that the base has. Zero moved closer as he continued. As far as I remember from my memories, base hadn't had too much upgrades yet, and its current upgrades aren't even finished yet, including Rock's upgrades. And even if they finish it, it took me, Axe, and Axel, disguised as one of them, to clear the wild reploids that attacked us before we even got here. There were 3 of us, and we are still training combat until now. But that's still 3 of us. Base isn't as advanced as us yet. So is Rock, and his decision isn't even built for combat. We could be safe if only Axel, Axe, and I are the only ones to be transported or are assigned missions instead. Isn't that a risky idea, Zero? Just the 3 of you and a lot of them? Zero X concerned with the group's safety. That didn't stop us before. Axel chuckled upon hearing Zero saying this. Well, point taken. Alright, be careful then, you 3. Hey Rock, just you against 8. And sometimes even more of us didn't stop you before, pointed out Base. Zero confirmed that they were ready and were transported. Zero just entered the room, having slept a bit too long. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. What did I miss? Ava was there just staring at Zero, blushing. What? Is there something on my face? Curiously, she asked. You might want to look at what you have on your forehead. A rather young whispered man past the mirror. Oh my god. I'm going to kill that Axel. Zero made she saw on the mirror. Right on her forehead, Zero was here and there. Maxstar, Zero Arena. The trio has arrived in a beam of light, ready for the mission. Something rang in X's side, catching the other two's attention. A small hologram popped out. Hello there, you three. Especially you, Axel. With a hint of a pissed off lady in the last part. Zero, what are you doing? Oh, Zero, Axel, I forgot that I also cut small shit to be planted on my helmet so we can have the brunette and the blonde rebels and Zero to be our navigators? Or operators? Ax wondered. Well, if we're really going to answer that question, Smart and Zero can answer that gratefully. Zero smacked Axel's head upon Axel completing his statement. Anyway, I'll call them operators now, but I can't find any damn difference between an operator and a navigator right now. I'm just assuming that operators have more control since they got me to infiltrate New Arcadia back then. Remember, X? Yeah, I do. Gosh, that was a long answer, Zero. You're welcome. Can we move along now? We don't have all day. Zero went ahead and checked it around the Coliseum, which was ruined and had several posters that has been torn down apart. Good that we have some light, right, Zero? Axel asked the two caught up with him. Should I deactivate my saber then? Axel was confused when she checked to see if saber was out. Nope. Axel went ahead and looked for any signs of life, Maverick or not. Hey, there's a person over here. Axel ran towards him, but stopped cold and shrugged his past in sight. What's wrong, Axel? Axel walked over and was disgusted by what was in front of them. Dead bodies covered the hallway. Blood was splattered everywhere. All of them. Limp and lifeless. A hand reaching as if it was trying to crawl away. Bird lost his legs. A body slumped on the wall with his head missing and a huge gaping hole in the chest. Another body, smashed against the wall, with blood and some tissues coming out the arm, the leg snapped. The face staring at the blank wall. Replies were no exception. They were smashed apart, limbs torn off. One has even been crushed by what it seems giant mechanical claws, being smashed against the into the floor repeatedly. What the hell? The entire hall is filled with bodies. X turned on the light on his helmet's crystal, and saw even more. This is... X couldn't find a word to describe the sight. Zero ignored the bodies and proceeded onwards. The two were somewhat disturbed by how Zero's keeping calm despite all this, but decided to keep silent. Resistance space. Oh my god. What happened here, Rouge? Everything was worried for a second, but the opera I'm trying to not get pissed off when people call my name. Always found it quite an odd habit of mine. But Royal Companion had been practicing not getting pissed, which shocked everyone. Back to Miss Leo's question. Leo hacked it so he could clear the trees that grew by his arena, and also people when he was in the mood for a race. Everyone was disturbed by this information. Wait. Hacked what? Zero was starting to feel scared for the 3X hunters. Max Charlie's arena. They entered the corner of the hall, and Mavericks greeted them. X charged up a shot and blasted through most of them. Axel shot down the ones flying, and more appeared behind them. Zero dodged the ones behind them and cut them apart one by one. However, Zero's also at the end of the horde of Mavericks. What is that? Oh shit, Axe! Axel, get moving! Zero ran away from the horde, and Axel followed after him, immediately. Where are you running from, Zero? Zero told X to look back. Upon X's head, he saw a mechanical loose. He had mechanical steel claws and energy blades. He could also rotate them. From the looks of it, he could have caused massive destruction if that was deployed as a weapon. However, it was like a huge robot, but it did move slow, so it's similar to the mechanical that they fought Earth Rock Trilobite back then. What's that thing doing here? Zero's hologram popped out of his helmet. X! Zero! Axel! That's the mechanical responsible for the body you saw earlier. It was meant for cutting lumber, but Leo managed to hack it to make it go on his killing spree. Upon hearing this information, X charged ahead of the two and charged up a powerful shot that obliterated the most of the Mavericks. However, the mechanical blade was barely scratched. X caught up with the two and shot through a wall to create an opening. The three dashed through, and Axel shut down the ceiling inside the hall to block out the Mavericks chasing them. They waited, and nothing bursted through. Well, Axel said, "Gets rare. That should slow him down." where are we anyway? The three checked their surroundings, and X noticed a certain detail. Upon inspecting the poster, he was quite confused. As for Axel, he remembered a nickname that he gave to Zero, something much better than Green Boob Man. Psst, Zero, asked the coach, having a smirk on his face. Found something important to note, Axel? Zero noticed a smirk, and before Zero could guess what would happen, this happened. Yeah, it was the old nickname I gave you. Brave Kun. Remember? Axel was 7 at this point, and Zero wasn't pleased at all. Not one bit. Why, you little son of a bitch, Zero! Axel called, interrupting Zero before he could get Axel good 012. I say something. What is it? Is something worth me not beating the crap out of Axel? Probably. And with that, Zero stopped his previous idea and went over to X. Zero then inspected what X saw. Well, that's weird. I see a picture of Bags over here. Zero inspected further, along with Axel following. And I also see a bunch of other robots. I can't read all of them, but it says Snake Shake Man, TV Man, Massage Man, Giga Riot Tot, and Sexy Man? What the hell did people build back then? Whatever, let's get moving, you two. Stu went ahead, and Nex and Axel followed, taking out some Mavericks, until they entered the arena. It was huge. Pillars were everywhere, and ruins such as former champions covered it. What seemed to be above them then was a glass ceiling, to guard the people who watched the rain and heat. Suddenly, that glass was broken by a huge arm, causing the shards to rain on the three, who covered themselves. Upon checking who's the imposter, it was none other than Sam McKenloyd. Screw it. If we let it stay function longer, it could tear apart everything here. Sir drew out his saber and leaped towards McKenloyd's facial area and slashed at it. Barely did anything. So Sir grabbed down and pulled himself upwards towards the sky, before diving downwards and attempted to injure his neck. But the McKenloyd grabbed him halfway through the air and threw him downwards, causing him to smash into the ground. Sia popped out again. Axel, the McKenloyd's barrier is the reason none of you can harm it. We will try to scan for its source. Until then, brace yourselves. The McKenloyd sent down a beam originating from the eyes that the two managed to avoid. X shot at it, and as Sia said, the blast were repelled by the barrier surrounding it. Axel flew behind it and scanned for the shield's source. However, before he could even check out the details, the McKenloyd rotated and smacked Axel away. Axel hit his back on one of the corners of the Coliseum and was injured from it. Zero regained consciousness and ran towards McKenloyd and slashed his leg. The barrier did not get any weaker for each strike. Zero checked his surroundings, and saw X hiding behind one of the pillars, and Axel against the wall. Zero looked back up at the Titan and saw his arm crawling, crashing down on him. Zero dashed forward to avoid it, but the impact created shockwaves that knocked Zero back. Zero recovered immediately and rushed towards Axel, avoiding all the beams the giant monstrosity had to throw at him. X, distract the damn thing, will you? X got out and shot the head. It managed to catch McKenloyd's attention and it began to chase X. Zero popped out again while X got thrown away from one of his blasts. X, we found the source. It's beneath the foot of McKenloyd. This will help. X got up and called Zero's attention. It was helping Axel, who was still recovering from the hit. Zero found the source. It's beneath the foot. Axel looked back and dodged another beam from the rampage McKenloyd. How the hell does that even make sense? Under the foot and it covers every damn part of it? Axel went to Zero's location and took Axel, telling him that he'll put him somewhere safe. Alright then, buddy. Zero glanced at the mechanical Titan, reminding himself of his weaknesses. It's just you and me. Zero yelled as he rushed and slashed the machine that landed on the foot of McKenloyd. He lifted his foot up in order to cause Zero to lose balance. Zero lost his balance, but he managed to regain it and landed on his foot and went under it. He checked. He saw no sign of the shield source. Damn it, must be on the other side then. Zero held on. Counted on 2, 3. Drew out his gun and aimed it at the ground. 1, 2. McKenloyd then stopped an effort to crush Zero underneath his foot. 3. Zero shot the ground and it created a crater. Zero jumped away from the foot and landed inside it. The foot barely reached Zero, for it managed to also create a crater, but not deep enough to reach Zero. Phew, that was close. Zero caught up and saw the Titan walking towards X. Zero rushed towards and jumped to his foot, and saw the source. Zero punched with the C-knuckle over and over again, and managed to break it, causing the barrier to dissipate. X, shoot it in the face now! X jumped at the wall and went upwards, before he could get a clear shot of the face and unleash a charge shot, causing him to stumble backwards. Axel grabbed one of his guns and shot the arms and legs of the Titan, causing him to lose his balance. Zero leaped up and ran on Mechaniloid's leg, and went up higher and leaped to grab a hold of his shoulder. He then propelled himself upwards and drawing his saber, dived downwards and stepped ahead of the Titan, going in deeper until he reached the power source. There, he stuffed the saber into it, causing it to shut down. The mechanic fell down and was terminated. Zero got out of it, before seeing about it to explode. Zero and X, carrying X, ran to shelter themselves from the explosion. Well, that turned out decent. Not as good as we planned. A gust of wind passed by, and Zero jumped in front of X to receive a kick to the stomach, knocking Zero away from him. Zero! X couldn't even finish half of the same before something grabbed him and threw him towards Zero. What the hell was that? Zero looked. Not only to see the imposter was no one else but Monster himself, gripping X by the face. Ah, Zero. I've been waiting for you three to show up. Leo says he tightens grip on Axel, causing him to yell in pain. Axel, let him go! X shot at Leo, but he moved Axel to use his shield, returning X and taking the shot. Damn it, I said let go of him! X gone as he looked for an opening. Haha, that was a smart idea, wasn't it, X? Leo grinned as he moved his other hand closer to Axel's neck. Axel's eyes widened. He aimed at Leo, but was sure that if he did shoot, he would simply use Axel again and take the shot. Zero struggled to get up, and when he managed to, he chose both shot and shot at Leo. Leo used Axel again to take the brunt of the blast. Zero, didn't you already see me? Axel was pissed with Zero's lack of attention, but what he didn't notice was what Zero was truly thinking. X, shoot thrice, don't charge it. Zero ordered X softly enough for Leo not to hear it. Are you X protested, but was interrupted. Just do it! Zero yelled. X had no idea what he was up to, but he followed. All three blasts flying towards Leo, who prepared to block it. Zero dashed behind Leo, who was busy watching the blast coming and was startled by Zero. Take this then, Leo! As Zero kicked him, making a loose grip of Axel, and grabbed hold of Leo and lifted him behind him, threw him to the ground. Tenshuha! Zero yelled as he pounded the ground, causing a beam of light to emerge from the sky, blasting the area around them. When the dust had emerged, Leo had Zero by the neck, lifting him up. Zero struggled to free himself from the Mavericks' grasp. Ha ha! What, was that your plan, Zero? You had caught me off guard, but I don't just move quick, I react quick. He said as he punched Zero in the gut repeatedly over and over again, before he kicked him godwards, and Zero came back landing on the ground with a thud. Zero! X said as his anger grew, ignoring the pain in his body. He charged at Leo recklessly. His hands glowing, he threw a punch aiming at Leo's face, but he simply leaned backwards and did a somersault kick, knocking X backwards. Resistance space. Zero! We tapped him now! Zero cried out, but was being restrained by Bangs and Rock. Zero, going there will get you killed. Rock reasoned, but it wasn't working. I don't care about it. They're Joe, we have to do something. As tears flowed down her face. If you die, then the resistance gets demoralized. You could break Zero apart. Now I'm not letting you do that. Basically, I see Time's grip on CL. CL, all of you, stop! One yelled. Yeah, she's practicing too. CL's energy is rising. Wait, what? The three of them saw in the projection of the base on X's view. Rogue, turn the volume on. Roger! Rogue activated the volume and could hear Zero grunting in pain. Brother, what the hell's going on with you? Mock saw Leo's arena. He was still in pain, having trouble already just simply looking up, and saw Axel next about to be finished up by the Maverick. It was fun while it lasted, kids, but I think it's time for the Maverick to terminate the hunters. Leo yelled as he was going to finish them off. Something sparked inside Zero, and he got up and drew out his buster and shot Leo's back, stopping him from delivering the finishing blow. Zero, stop interrupting me! Leo yelled as he launched towards Zero, and to everyone's surprise, Zero twirled and knocked Leo sideways with his elbow. You really have a taste for killing people, don't you? You little piece of scrap heap. Zero says he limped towards Leo, with an aura surging around him, drawing his saber, but not yet activating it. Hey, don't get all cocky now. You're gonna die right here, you idiot. Leo kicks Zero aside, but Zero parried it and struck back with a fist to the face. What the hell? How are you moving like that despite your injuries? Zero hit the side of Leo's head with the hilt of a saber. Well then, I'm assuming you never heard the Zero virus then? Zero grinned as he grabbed Leo by the neck, and Leo kicked and punched Zero repeatedly, causing Zero to lose his grip before Leo kneed him in the face. Think you got what it takes to knock me down, eh, Zero? Leo laughed as he moved forward and repeatedly struck Zero again and again. Your specialty is being fast. My specialty is taking out Mavericks. Zero ducked, dodging Leo's punch, as much as ever against Leo's rib, causing him to flinch in pain. You shouldn't piss me off like that, Zero, Leo says he kicked Zero away and brought the Super Force Medal before absorbing it. Leo felt faster, stronger, invincible. He moved faster than what Zero could see and kicked him hard in the back, before moving on and landing a strike on Zero's crown, then running around him and hit Zero all over his body again and again, each blow hitting harder as Zero's defenses got weaker and weaker. X, you gotta help him, Axel whispered. I'm trying, Axel. Axel looked up and saw Zero getting hit by an invisible force again and again, each blow emitting a louder crack. Zero screaming in pain as he was close to succumbing to his injuries. Zero couldn't defend himself. If he covered his face, he would just aim for the middle area of his body. Covering that would resort to the legs, impairing his movement even further. Zero tried to use a C-knuckle to hit Leo while he was spinning, but Leo would just hit hard enough to cause Zero to stumble and hit the side of his knee. X must recover enough strength, and in a desperate move, went to use his power that he got from Dark Eagle, his armor turning pitch black. Damn it. Dark Eagle, don't fail me now. X used all the strength he had left to turn the area pitch black for a while. It wouldn't last long. Using Dark Eagle's power, I see. That won't help you at all. Leo says he proceeded to do a 360 kick over and over again, still hitting Zero each time fast. I've had it. Zero risked it all and rode to the side with the force of Leo's kick helping him. He then drew out his Z-Saber, emitting light. You idiot! Your saber emits light too! Leo says he rushed to a light-did a kick. However, it did nothing. What the? Leo did another kick to check if he missed, and nothing was there. My saber emits a light. Voice said right behind Leo, terrifying him. But I don't. Zero then brought his spare saber and activated it, giving him vision. He struck Leo in the face and used his C-knuckle to grab a hold of both of Leo's arm in his face, and began to rotate as he pulled his arm away from his face, hearing wires disconnecting electricity. Zero eventually tore off Leo's arm using the saber he had, finished it off by stabbing Leo's stomach before slinging his saber up, cutting Leo in half. You bastards, Leo called before he fell down. Limp, and the trio left the area via Zero transporting back to the base. The smoke disappeared, and a being emerged from the smoke. Useless scrap. What can you possibly do for Lord Will? I doubt that the other four will be able to take down Zero. Because I can, thanks to Lord Will. The being uprooted the remaining pieces of Leo, and transferred and flew away to an unknown area. We sensed his base. The trio arrived, severely damaged from the counter. Zero was down on the ground, Axel was unconscious, Dax was severely damaged. The two were immediately taken to Kirby's room for repair. Zero got up, but was injured. Zero, thank goodness you're back. You're severely injured. You should go to Kirby immediately. Here, I'll escort you. Zero looked up and saw Zero's eyes glowing red, before he lashed out at everyone. Basin were taking a defensive stance, before Zero fell down on the ground unconscious. He was immediately brought to the room by Rock and Pace. Zero standing there in fear of what's happening to Zero. Chapter 21. Well, this fucking sucks. You know what sucks? Having a shitty computer. You know what sucks more? Having that same shitty computer contain all your chapters. You know what sucks the most? It breaks itself by updates and losing all the goddamn chapters that you worked on.